Well, the Maracana in Belgrade is packed to bursting. 120,000 people here. Red Star Belgrade against Partizan. The top of the table clash, and it really couldn't be much tighter. Partizan are 1 point clear at the moment over Obilic Belgrade. Red Star a further 2 points behind. Just to give you an idea of the relative strength of this Yugoslav league, the fourth place team, Rad, are 30 points further back from the top three. Often the English Premiership is accused of being two different leagues in one, but you can safely say that's the case in Yugoslavia. The stars of the past from Red Star, people like Dejan Savicevic and Dragan Stojkovic, are long gone. It's a very youthful side, though, under the coaching of Slavoj Muslin. But Partizan in recent years have had just the better of things in Yugoslavia. Last year, the league was stopped because of the troubles, and Partizan were declared champions. And they've been strong this season in going to the top, and they're hoping to stay there. A short trip for them to the Maracana, their stadium only just down the road. But it could be a crucial trip. Red Star in red and white stripes, kicking from right to left in this first half. And watch out for them for Ivan Gvozdenovic, the 21-year-old, a winger, very highly rated young Yugoslav player. Red Star have certainly started the brighter here. Fed forward towards Gvozdenovic. Might drop here for Boskovic. He tumbles under the challenge. And Ilic was called into action there. The shot eventually from Pjanovic. And an excellent save by Radiša Ilic. Eventually the foul given against Gvozdenovic there. So free kick for Partizan. Pressure kept up on them by Obilic, who beat Hajduk Kula 1-0 yesterday, to go back to just 1 point behind them. Cleared by Glogovac. That's well done by Stevanovic. Lerink was caught in possession. This is Igor Duljaj, the 20-year-old, at the back for Partizan. Good run forward from Tomic. He couldn't quite pick out Vladimir Ivic there. So finally Partizan are beginning to show here. It's taken a while. Tends to be the case away from home. Well, the headers from Ivic, narrowly wide. And a real warning to Red Star that. Just lost his marker. Well, that's Bunchev. And forward now towards Pjanovic, but it's not going to count. Although he's holding his head. And even at normal speed, I think he may well have a case. Let's look at it again. He's about a yard onside. It wasn't even close. And Red Star unlucky. The ball is played there. Pjanovic well onside. Red Star still smarting after that decision. Well, the greatest clearance there by Duljaj. And it might bounce through here for Pjanovic. Another chance for him, and this time he makes sure. This time there's no flag. Mihailo Pjanovic, the 23-year-old, has done it for Red Star in the Belgrade derby. It was a poor headed clearance, and then Stoyanovski lost it completely there. Flicked it on into the path of Pjanovic, who drilled it home and sent the Red Star fans into ecstasy. Strong header by Bunčevčević, and good finish that from Pjanovic. Well, first half injury time now. Gvozdenovic, still going. Gvozdenovic, done well. Duljaj gets it clear. This is Ivan Dudic. Excellent run from Dudic, a roar for a penalty. He has it back after the error. And driven in by Boskovic, but straight at Ilić. Plenty of nervous onlookers here. Huge game at the top of the Yugoslav League. Very keenly contested as well. It's Kejman. That's a half-time whistle from Miroslav Radoman. Red Star certainly worth their lead at half-time, to say the least. The disallowed goal from Pjanovic, and then the goal from Pjanovic 3 minutes before half-time. Partizan won the first encounter between these sides 2-0 earlier on in the season. That could be significant, because in Yugoslavia it's not goal difference that counts first if teams are level on points, but it's head-to-head records, just like the Champions League. So at the moment, Partizan still have the advantage in head-to-head records, 2-1 on aggregate. And you never know, do you? Football teams need every advantage they can get when they're pushing for a championship. Red Star will need to take their chances in this second half. Hard to believe they're only a goal up. That's Pjanovic, the goal scorer. Oh, good work from Pjanovic. Excellent ball forward to Gvozdenovic. Nearly dropped for Boskovic. Pretty level-headed defending from Duljaj, unlike in the first half. Here's Kejman. A challenge from Glogovac. So Partizan trying to exert some pressure at the start of this second half. Ilićev's corner. And the header in the end from Duljaj. Listen to the atmosphere here at the Maracana. A sea of humanity. Red Star are winning that midfield battle, and again it's Gvozdenovic in such a dangerous position here, and it's been turned past his own goalkeeper, and it's Branko Savic who desperately tried to make the interception and only succeeded in wrong-footing Radiša Ilić, who can't believe it. Where was the right side of the Partizan defence, though, as Gvozdenovic poured forward? And as own goals go, I think Savic is relatively blameless here, because had he not made that interception, there were two Red Star players waiting at the far post. Partizan terribly stretched here. Partizan's strength this season has been their goal scoring, 86 goals in 30 matches so far. Red Star have conceded only 16 in 30. Partizan just edging it at the moment overall. It drops here to Kejman, and that's a fabulous goal, and doesn't he know it? They've had so little of the play for their 50,000 visiting fans to cheer, but now finally something. The cross from Ilić, And there was Kezman. Perfect finish. And bearing in mind the head-to-head rule in Yugoslavia, it could yet be significant. Over the two encounters so far, that makes it 3-2 on aggregate to Partizan. I'll be hoping it doesn't come down to that. And it's going to be a card for Igor Duljaj. Fairly justified, I think. It was Boskovic with the run forward. Well, it was just obstruction. Again, Red Star trying to make sure of the victory here. They were 2-0 up and cruising. And this might be it from Pjanovic. And again Pjanovic. And the chance for Stevanovic, but he couldn't get on the end of it. Any kind of touch here from Dragan Stevanovic as Pjanovic played it across, and it was 3-1. Great ending this to the Belgrade derby. There's Kezman, the scorer of the Partizan goal. I do hate to see that, encouraging the referee to give cards. Luckily Miroslav Radovan unmoved by Kezman's plea. Getting a little physical, isn't it? There goes a free kick. And it wasn't far away. And it was the substitute Pekovic with the header here. And Kocic, the goalkeeper, was beaten. No question of that. Well, it was further away than it looked initially. There's Boskovic, and the foul by Duljaj. Well, he's going to produce a second yellow card here. I think Duljaj is unfortunate. I really do. He's been sent off. Igor Duljaj. As soon as Miroslav Radovan decided that this was a bookable offence, he had to go. I think he's a little unlucky. Partizan then down to 10 for the last couple of minutes. And Red Star justifiably finishing the stronger. And another yellow there. This time for Savic, who scored the own goal. The second Red Star goal. Not the greatest afternoon for him. And Radisa Ilic has organised his wall. And it was close. Very well struck in the end by Boskovic. Well, already nearly 6 minutes of injury time played, and the referee, Mr. Radovan, is talking to Jezic, and he gets a yellow card, the coach of Partizan. Slightly farcical ending. Still only the goal in it, though. Red Star just trying to hang on. And that was rather petulant from Stoyanovski. It's Red Star's free kick. Well, that's the final whistle, and Red Star have done it. Should have been an awful lot more comfortable than that. But the own goal and the strike by Pjanovic, enough for Red Star. It finishes Red Star 2, Partizan 1. And that's what that means. Red Star moving up, level at the top of the table with Partizan. That head-to-head record, 3-2 on aggregate for Partizan.